be any sort of nervousness from Bret. And I think that's why people either love him or they hate him. He knows what he's doing in there, and he's confident at all times.
At all times. Definitely one of the cockiest individuals you're going to meet. You know, after he lost to Royce Isaacs at Natural Born Killers, he was excited. You know, even though he lost, he knows Royce is a 10, 12-year veteran, and he was in it 2 years. And he feels a lot of chinks in the armor, and he feels down the line he's going to get all those victories back. You know, he's got a list, and he's going to be gunning for all those guys who may have taken shots at him when he was just breaking into the business. But tonight, history could be made.
I know, will Bret be able to topple the hot hand that Bodhi has these past 4 months? Several title defense victories ever since winning the championship.
You know, a lot of people unaware of Bodhi, just 16 years old, started the FSW kids class at about 8 or 9 years of age. And by the time he was 12 or 13, he did everything in the kids class. And the mom asked any chance he can come into the adult class. And within a year or two, this kid was having matches. And it's mind-boggling that at 16 years old, his skill level. You know, you can see him regularly now in GCW.
Right. If anything, I think what people most love about Bodhi is that tenacity, is that drive that he keeps pushing forward. Despite Bret being the larger and probably more technically skilled opponent as far as grappling, Bodhi is still pushing the pace here. He's not backing down.
And, you know, despite being his young age, Bodhi has put on size. He has gotten bigger. But Bret the Threat definitely has that size advantage. But
beautiful Hurricane Rana from the top.
But this is what's going to get Bodhi the victory. It's going to be that high risk, high flying, you know, beautiful arm drag right there. Bodhi is definitely someone who has gone under the learning tree and learned from many different trainers. Kenny King, Sid Bodhi, Cody, Remy, D'Lo Brown. You know, the list goes on and on. You know, he just absorbs.
Going for a monkey flip here. Not quite. Oh, right in front of the referee, rake of the eyes. Bret the Threat, what are you doing?
And again, you know, these guys know. Nice drop kick. Something usually you don't see from Bret the Threat.
I know. I think some people underestimate the hops or the explosiveness of Bret the Threat because he's so willing to sit in the pocket and trade with you.
You know, obviously he wants to wear his opponent down. You know, it says gangster on his back, the submission gangster. You know, he wants you to quit. He wants you to say, you're the better man, I give up.
Ooh, stiff back chop straight to Bodhi's spine. Bret's got to have a sense of urgency to throw BYP in the ring here or he's going to lose his title shot.
You know, he is walking around with nothing but confidence. And Bodhi very slow to get back in the ring. And again, Bret the Threat, he is pacing himself. He is in no rush.
You know, he feels in the driver's seat.
Yeah, he feels he's the better man. And that's what has obviously hurt him, and also in the past, where his overconfidence, you know, getting to a level is one thing, but staying there. And you can't beat yourself. And a lot of times that's what happens with Bret the Threat. He beats himself.
Looks like he's doing a pretty good job of beating Bodhi here, just making Bodhi carry his weight, pushing Bodhi to have to lift Bret up just to get off the ground. Ooh, sickening stomp from Bret the Threat. It definitely took a few inches off Bodhi's height right there. Bret taking a moment to let the crowd know who's the DLD, who's the gangster. It might prove to be his undoing, giving Bodhi that time to recover. Oh, what is this?
He knows he's got a 5 count. The referee was a little slow. He was only a 2. I'm surprised when you say, what is this? It's like, what is this? I can't believe he broke the count before the 4.
That's true. Like I was saying earlier, you know, some of these guys, they know how to push the ref's count just to bend the rules in their favor.
And those are definitely going to sting on the young prodigy, Bodhi. And so, you know, so far, Bret the Threat has been in total command of this match.
Right, ever since that dropkick from the top happened, probably took Bodhi off guard because it took me off guard that it happened. But Bodhi struggling to recover it. Oh, misses with the enziguri.
And then Bret right on him, but able to reverse it, Bodhi.
Quick pin here. Oh, unorthodox sweep from Bret. Bodhi's on his back. This is not a good position for the young champion.
And Bret the Threat will not hesitate to break the arm of Bodhi.
Hey, you need that viciousness, right? It doesn't matter how old you are. When you step into that ring, you know full well it's 100% contact.
Don't worry, I had him sign a waiver. We're all good.
Smart move from Bodhi, trying to take advantage of the wrestling rules to pin to pin Bret from the armbar, but even smarter move of Bret to transition to a crossface. Another pin.
No, I thought you were going to say it was a smart move of me by having him sign the waiver.
Well, yeah, that too. Don't tell his mom that.
And Bret the Threat, well, yeah, actually, Mom had to sign the waiver because Bodhi was under 18.
Of course.
Well, it wouldn't be illegal.
Yeah.
And Bret the Threat, he is out there mouthing off to any fan who dares say anything negative toward him.
Well, hey, when you're the DLD, then you are going to come in with that be full of piss and vinegar. Bodhi's not quite out yet. Good strikes thrown to the stomach.
But he's got to keep on Bret the Threat. There's definitely a huge size advantage, and Bodhi is not using his speed. He's not using his quickness. And
well-timed counter from Bret the Threat, catching Bodhi. Bodhi coming hot at now.
But the best thing that could happen for Bret the Threat is that Bodhi makes it a slugfest, because he will not win the slugfest.
Nice little cheeky counter, pun intended. Door into a knee buster.
Very impressive move from the young Prodigy, Bodhi. It looked like he was going to be in big trouble again, but he was able to counter.
See, it's maneuvers like that, Joe, that have kept the title streak of Bodhi and Prodigy alive. Moves like that you can't even practice or predict. It just catches you off guard.
And right now, Bodhi, he is starting to get that second wind.
Lands the enziguri. Bret the Threat's wobbly. Beautiful slingshot stunner. Oh, Bret smartly out of the ring. Can get pinned if he's out there. Beautiful.
Well, he also can't win out there, and if he stays out there the whole time, Bodhi will still win. I'm not sure Bret the Threat's momentum didn't take him out. I'm not sure it was the genius of Bret the Threat that said, let me get out of this ring.
Fair enough. Smart move on Bodhi to capitalize. Nice dive to the outside.
You know, Bodhi is a guy who wants to win every match. He doesn't want to win by count out.
Crashing into Bret, both men down, but Bodhi's still able to capitalize.
Seemed like an awkward senton from Bodhi, but Bret the Threat was on his feet. So I'm not sure if Bodhi was trying to readjust.
Hey, sometimes, as long as you crash into them, that's good enough. Bodhi hyping up a big move here. Going for the UFO cutter, but shucked by Bret. Stopped with a quick knee. Here comes the strikes.
And he just picks him up and then just throws him down. Oh, and almost a new champion, Bret the Threat.
If you're Bret there, you have to be thinking, I just picked him up with one of my best moves and threw him to the mat. What do I have to do next?
But he also has to say to himself, you know what, I am dominating this match. It's just a matter of time. Let me wear this guy down. But he has to keep it up. He has to do what he has been doing this whole match.
I do want to say I think Bodhi's been doing a great job staying in the fight, despite the size difference, using that agility and high-impact moves. Bret, what's he setting up for?
You know, we've probably been 10 minutes or so into this match, and Bodhi has not really had any prolonged offense, but right there he connects.
He stomped his jaw in. Here comes Bodhi straight to the top.
And I'll tell you what, if he hits this, it's all over, and that's all it's going to take. Bodhi. And he does. He connects with the 450. Are you kidding me?